Alright, welcome to my round 3 game of GPT. I'm playing Temur ramp against Dravos, who's also on Temur ramp, like the exact 61 cards. So this is the exact mirror match. So on the bright side, that means that after this round, at least one Temur ramp deck will be going to round 4, 2-1. So they'll still be in contention for top cut. Unfortunately, that means that after this game, one of the ramp decks is gonna drop out of top cut contention. Anyways, how does this matchup usually go? This match work sounds fine. Like, okay, so turn 2 Alexa, turn 3 Drubadia. If I need to, I can twist a masterwork for something like Field Tender. Yeah, I'll keep this. I could see myself running out of cards, but so what interaction does my deck actually have? Now I think about it. Yeah, main deck. The only removal is Drubadia or the second ability of Drubadia. So like my guys aren't gonna leave the board, so it should be pretty safe. Just keep these guys in play, or pretty safe to assume that these guys are gonna stick in play. So like if I can probably twist a Masterwork on turn 4 for Field Tender and then get a bunch of land drops and then ramp into, and then Alexa probably gets back twist a Masterwork eventually, and that gets me a Tyrant Tributes, which completely blows them out of the game. Let's see if they get to turn 1 Primal Insurgents. Yeah, seems like it. Alright, so they're already way ahead of me. Forest. Alright. Play New Divide tapped and pass the turn. Or actually, no, I should have played Timber Range tapped because then I can fetch Flourishing Crevasse next turn. Well, whatever, it's too late for that. Okay, so they flip a land off the Crumbling Shrine. Okay, that's good for them, I guess. So I guess I'm fetching Mountain, which is fine because I'm gonna need double red anyways for Druvaja activation eventually. Okay, and they have the Ramsey. So I'm looking at like lots of mana from them next turn, which is quite scary. Do they have enough mana for Big Slug? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not quite. The deck doesn't actually have anything at 6 that I need to worry about, so at least I have one more turn to try to get a board state before I get absolutely blown out. No, look at my deck. Is there anything I can twist Masterwork for that would deal with this? I don't think so. Or well, no, they're gonna sack. They're gonna use up the land aura right away, and they're gonna twist Masterwork for. Okay, they're gonna twist Masterwork for 1, which gets them Secret of Untouched Beauty, which dies immediately and gets them a land. So I guess they were color screwed, and they had to do this to get their off color or get their red, which is really good for me because that means I don't have to worry about 7 mana to turn after next turn, and their board isn't big enough to. Oh, Burn Sanctuary, perfect. Okay, well, I guess I got the Drubadia plus Burn Sanctuary draw this game. Anyways, play Weaver Alexa. It's gonna take 1 from the Antelope, but that's fine. Play Timber Range tap and pass the turn. So this thing's probably fetching Lush Oasis because I do need to get blue eventually. And actually, no, it's fetching. Doesn't really matter. I have Burn Sanctuary, so I'm gonna get all my colors. So what am I looking at next turn? Like play Burn Sanctuary plus Pale Weaver. So that gets me to 3 mana. I get to play Drubadia, and that gets me 1 more land play. So I'm at like 7 lands after next turn. And if any of my guys survive, which they're pretty likely to survive because this deck has no removal, I get to go into 9 mana next turn and then twist a Masterwork for Tyrant Tributes and wreck them. I'm looking pretty good right now. And this thing can hit basics, huh? Alright, if they don't fetch the right colors, I'm gonna just Reclamation Growth Sculptor the Mountain and try to Massacre them. Do we have Pale Weaver Alexa too to get the extra land drop with Field Tender? That gets them a pretty wide board, and that means Alexa dies next turn. Yeah, that's slightly concerning. Can I get Drubadia off? No, I can't, right? Okay, there you have Alexa. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's extremely scary. So now they're ramping and I'm ramping, and except they have the board right now. So Silent Flourishing is really scary for me. No, they're gonna play Timber Range from hand. They're not gonna make use of their Field Tender for some reason. Unless they're specifically fetching Lumbering Hillock right now, or if they're trying to fetch Lumbering Hillock, they would have played. Yeah, I feel like they should have played the Lantrum Yard because like that takes advantage of Field Tender. Here's what I draw: Island. No point in Reclamation Grove sculpting the mountain because they have the fetch land, so they're not gonna get massacred. Or I'm gonna save Reclamation Grove sculpt for after they've decided to fetch Lumbering Hillock instead of their second red source, and then I can actually try to massacre them. Or no, Field Tender's in play, so like I can't massacre them no matter what I do. How much mana am I looking at next turn? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that's enough for Tyrant. That's kind of scary. Can I survive a Tyrant? I don't think so. Like, can I survive a Big Slug? And I think the answer to that is yes, because I have no wait, Burn Sanctuary. Burn Sanctuary dies to Big Slug. Yeah, I'm not sure. Okay, so I think my best plan. Actually, no. My plan here is fetch all basics to play around Big Slug. Is that a good plan? I think the answer is actually yes. Yeah, I'll go for that actually. Yeah, that sounds fun. So Vern Sanctuary, lots Alexa. That's fetching Forest because that's the only thing left in my deck. Start playing out stuff for my sideboard. Fetch Forest. Odd evens 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so I'm still at an odd number of permanents if I do this, which is not good, but I can't really afford not to do this. And do I play Forest or Mountain? I'll play out Forest. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I survive next turn, if this thing gets blown up, Rubadia plus Pel, I have enough things in hand to like still get to 8. Yeah, it's pretty safe right now. Then I've passed a turn. Pale Weaver still dies no matter what happens, but if they want to kill Pale Weaver, they have to Alpha Strike it, which means I get to eat up some stuff with Trubadia. And if Trubadia makes it to next turn, I get to activate it and then play Wayfarers plus something and plus another land, even if Burn Sanctuary gets blown up. So that's 3 Trubadia bolts, which kills the Tyrant plus the Field Tender, or the Alexa if that survives. And actually, I think so if I make it to next turn with Alexa still alive, I think I'm better served for just doing a half measure where I twist a Masterwork for Big Slug and then minus Alexa to get back Twist a Masterwork. But then the turn afterwards, I can try to twist a Masterwork for Time of Tributes, because I think that wrecks them the most. And technically, I also had the option of twist a Masterwork for Earthbreaker Behemoth, kill their Field Tender, but that just feels bad, so I'm not going to do that. Their fetch with Timber range. I guess they're trying to fetch a non-basic. Yeah, they're fetching Lush Oasis. And is this Big Slug time? No, it's Twist Masterwork. Oh, Twist Masterwork for Earthbreaker kills Drubat, yeah, that's concerning. And then they kill Pale Weaver after that? Jeez. Yeah, that's... Oh wait, does this... No, this doesn't kill me. Okay, then that's fine, because... Okay, so they can try to kill Pale Weaver. But after that, I twist the Masterwork up. Do they have another land drop remaining? Yeah, they have another land drop from Pale Weaver. So they can plus Pale Weaver, use Wayfarers trying to fetch a forest, and then buff their guys again. And is that lethal? I still don't think it's lethal. It certainly is getting pretty close. And then my plan is just activate Drubatia, try to shoot down everything. Is that effective? They're putting their guy there. Okay, yeah, and they're gonna fetch a forest to get their Scion trigger. Oh, Field Tender doesn't die to a single Drubatia ping now. I mean, so Drubadia will still eat up one of the 3/3s. You know, like if they tried to attack in, I survive and I do get to eat up some of their board, and I probably have a decent turn afterwards. Wait, right, they get to do this again. Okay, now suddenly I'm in a lot more trouble. Does this kill me? I don't. Also, none of these guys have haste, right? So if they don't attack into Pale Weaver, I still have I can still Masterwork up Time of Tributes. If they attack into Pale Weaver, then I'm kind of screwed, because there's no way I can actually get into enough mana to do anything. And I can like twist Masterwork out Big Slug, but Big Slug doesn't do anything here. Okay, attack you in with all these guys. Are they all going at face? I should double check if this is lethal. I mean, this is lethal, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's lethal. And can I prevent the lethal? I can block here, and then no, these guys still kill me. I can block here and survive at 1 life, but that kills Rubatia, and I don't want to do that. And swing everything at face. Alright, I have to chump with Rubatia. That feels not good. That's exactly 4. No, that's lethal. Alright, fine. So that kind of shows how the matchup can go, where my opponent just got a huge board off Field Tender and then killed me before I got my chance to play the big things. Anyways, what do I do in this match? Sack Bold's good because I have stuff to exile. Earthbreaker is good because it kills big things. What do I board out? Reclamation Growth Sculptor kills land, but I don't think that's worth it. It also kills Alexas, but I don't think that's worth it. So what else do I want to take? Seeker. I don't want to Masterwork for Seeker. That just feels bad. So I'm gonna actually board it out because I can't think of better cuts, and you usually board out a Sanctuary. Actually, I'll board out a Field Tender, right? I'm boarding out a bunch of things that get me access to land drops. This feels bad, but maybe it's correct. So I'm just gonna run this back. Or actually, no, Ramsey's the bad card here, so I'll board that out, and I'll put Field Tender back in. All right, what do I get? Unkeepable. Well, it'll be really good if I had another basic, but I don't, so I have to mulligan this, and this hand is really slow, so I don't want to keep this either, and also some dead cards. Alright, I guess I keep this. I'm not happy about it. I have turn 3 recall, but maybe I can top deck something. Bring turn 2 Ramsey into turn 3 recall. And since I'm going to have turn 3 recall, I should just bomb the non-lands. Help to top deck my way into good stuff. So this is fetched, so like this is forest, celestial aces, yeah. Okay, do they have turn 1 prime resurgence? Yeah, seems like they do, because otherwise it wouldn't be fetching like this. Alright, yeah, they have turn 1 prime resurgence, which actually makes up for the play draw, oh, another land. I was hoping I wouldn't draw into more lands, but apparently I am. Do I fetch mountain here? I might, because double red is more important than double green in this deck, surprisingly enough. And I'm actually gonna Ramsey and put the land aura. Okay, so if I put it on mountain, then Primal Resurgence becomes really good. So yeah, I'll do it like this. Alright, let's see what they play on turn 2. If they have Drubatia into Burn Sanctuary, I'm kind of screwed. Burn Sanctuary. Anything else? Okay, seems like they don't have a ramper on 2, which is good for me. Or no, they didn't have another land drop, so they had to use Burn Sanctuary in order to get their land. Alright, that's really good. So it slows them down so that I can actually have a chance. Pale Weaver Alexa, a bit late, I feel. Actually, I can go Pale Weaver into Recall. Do I want to do that? It would use up my land aura, but maybe it's worth it, right? Yeah, because I want to get Pale Weaver down and Recalls. I want to cast Recall. Like, what's the land aura do otherwise? I think it's worth it. I'm gonna go for it. And also, that means next year I can minus Alexa to get back Recall if I need to. Like, even if I don't draw anything good here, I still have a backup plan. And, yep, so use the land aura right now. Recall Forgotten Aeons, let's see what I draw. Okay, that's another land, but that's also Ramsey, but I can get back Recall, so at least I have that going for me. Do I? Yeah, I'm gonna attack. Alternatively, if I top deck a land next turn, I still can't play Recall. So yeah, I'm gonna be minusing Alexa to get back Recall next turn if I don't get anything better. My opponent probably has Recall in hand too, because that's why they burn Sanctuary to get the island, because I need to, because otherwise they couldn't play Recall on curve. But now that they get to play Recall, they get to like play some lands off the Burn Sanctuary, and that's really scary. Okay, they play Forest. Do they have anything to do with this? Primal Students again. Okay, now they're gonna play Recall Forgotten Aeons, right? So what, they play Recall, they're flowing 1 mana, they get to play another land, so then they get to cast a 2-mana thing, which might be Ramsey, which then untaps and gives them 3 more mana to work with. Yeah, this is starting to become really scary, because they're getting up to Tyrant mana, and my board is not very well suited to dealing with the Tyrant right now. Alright, yeah, okay, so let's see what they draw. With 7 cards in hand, surely they have another land drop. And it's a mountain, so they have red mana now. Are they gonna play Alexa? Or no, Ramsey? Okay, yeah, this is my worst fears. If they pass the turn, then next turn they get to untap with way more mana than... yeah, they're gonna fetch Tyrant next turn, and I can't do anything against that. I even boarded out Reclamation Grove Sculptor, so I can't even hit the land aura. Maybe I shouldn't board out Reclamation Grove Sculptor, or maybe I should have boarded in Enchantment Killing Guy. But I didn't really feel like it was worth it in this matchup, because it's just better to go for big things instead of trying to outramp your opponent instead of trying to answer what they're doing. Because you don't have an answer to Tyrant Tributes, so your best bet is just to get Tyrant down before your opponent can. And that applies for a lot of other big series things in this deck. Like, you just can't answer your opponent's things, so your only way to win is to outramp your opponent. Anyways, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna fetch first, I think, because I don't want to draw all my fetchables. Actually, what color am I gonna? Yeah, I'm gonna do this like this, because I don't know what color I'm fetching just yet. More recalls. Yeah, recalls aren't very useful right now, because my opponent's gonna get a Tyrant next turn. I think my best bet is just to play a bunch of recalls, right? Or do I keep lands in hand in case they Tyrant me? Well, I mean, no matter what happens, like, I'm always fetching here. And I need to fetch blue for recall number 2, and I should definitely play recall number 2, because otherwise I'm just not doing anything with my mana. So yeah, there's Island. Field Turner would actually be kind of nice. Okay, so there's Twisted Masterwork. How much mana am I at right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Possibly 7. That's not enough. Alright, so I just pass the turn and hope my opponent doesn't have Tyrant Tributes, right? What about my parity right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so I should play this to an even number of permanents, so that I don't have to sack an extra permanent to Tyrant. I mean, like, if they don't have a way to get Tyrant in hand, which they probably do, because it's like Twisted Masterwork. Of course, they have Twisted Masterwork. Then I actually have a chance, because I can Twisted Masterwork for Big Slug, which will like knock off one of the enchantments. No, it's gonna eat a Verdant Sanctuary and then do nothing else. Yeah, probably should not have boarded out Reclamation Grove Sculptor. So let's see if they have it. They can also just coalesce Recall Forgotten Aeons. Okay, yeah, they're going for it. Okay, so what's my plan after I get Tyranted? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 things. I still have 4 mana left. I can. I'm going to just die really quickly to Tyrant Tributes. Okay, what if I let Alexa survive? Like I'm out of land, so like it doesn't help. I don't think. But what if I sell Ramsey, Antelope, Timber Range, and these guys? That leaves me with 3 mana, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, 4, 5. Yeah, so even with these guys, do they not have Tyrant Tributes? Like they can fetch Tyrant here, right? I I can't imagine them boarding out Tyrant. They board out Tyrant. Why? Why would they? Okay, sure. That was convenient for me. Anyways, what do I? I'm gonna sack Timber Range. I mean, they still get 2 big slugs or 2 small slugs, so that's still a problem for me. But it's way less threatening than I would expect. Okay, so now what do I do? How do I prevent Terror of Shady Kill from killing me? I just trumpet. Okay, so my plan here is to get Tyrant out. To do that, I'm gonna have to make a Masterwork for. Okay, they play Seeker. Still not lethal yet, so that's fine for me. The play for me here is Twisted Masterwork, Field Tender, which will let me ramp twice with Alexa, and that gets me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Gets me to 8 mana. I can minus Alexa again. Okay, and then I can play Alexa number 2, minus it again in order to get back Twisted Masterwork. Or okay, that's way more convenient because now I just get to play Twisted Masterwork number 2 as is. I'm still gonna Twisted Masterwork for Field Tender, right? Yeah, that seems correct. Can I recall? I can't even recall. Field Tender does get me a bunch of trumpers too. So I'm playing Wayfarer Shrine plus Timber Range untapped to fetch my Lumbering Hillock, I think. But seriously, why did they board out Tyrant Tributes? Like Tyrant Tributes is the mirror breaker in this matchup. Anyways, let's think more about what I'm doing. Oh yeah, I have enough mana to play Alexa just as is. Do I do that? Like if I play Alexa and plus her, then I can like also do Alexa minus, get back to some Masterwork, and then plus play Alexa number 2 and plus. I don't think plussing really makes a difference here because they have enough things to always take down Alexa no matter what I do. Or do they? Yeah, I'm gonna play with Masterwork first. Actually, I tap like this. So then that gets me Field Tender, which is quite good. So Alexa minus or Alexa plus. What, can I like always trump enough things? Like assuming I'm getting Wayfarer Shrine plus Timber Range. That's 4 chumpers. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I actually have enough things to trump everything. I think it's worth it to just use Alexa number 1 to get back twist. Oh wait, never mind. Never mind. Yeah, that doesn't actually, because I need to discard a card, so there's actually no value in doing that at all. Like if this card wasn't a Twisted Masterwork, then it would be fine to swap it, but since it is, then there's really no value in doing that. So I just plus Alexa. So Wayfarer Shrine, make a peasant. Play Timber Range untapped, which does hurt me a bit. Make a peasant. So that thing's fetching Lumbering Hillock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I play Alexa. I play Alexa this turn too. Just like it. So I'm gonna sack Alexa. So it's basically just 2 mana, get an extra land. I think it's probably worth it because it guarantees that I get Tyrant mana next turn, even if Field Terror gets killed. Like they have no other ways to blow up lands other than Terror, right? So pretty safe if I do that. And then Tyrant comes down and now blows up all of their lands, and then yeah, I think Alexa number 2 is a safe bet right now. And actually, I'm gonna try to preserve some life. Just play this tapped. I don't need to make all my peasants just yet. Actually, I'm getting pretty close to just Tyrant Flourish and killing them, right? I don't know. Anyways, now I pass, and now I can Twisted Masterwork out Tyrant Tributes next turn, and that'll be fun to see how they deal with that. Still though, why did they side out Tyrant Tributes? Am I missing something? Do they have Tyrant stuck in hand? If they had Tyrant in hand, they definitely would play it directly. Like Tyrant is the obvious choice here. That's Mirror Breaker. So I'm assuming they're definitely bringing Tyrant back in if they lose this game, because yeah, I think they learned it the hard way. Meanwhile, I'm also going to bring him back in. Well, not recommending Grove Sculptor, but Charming Marauder, because blowing up these guys would be really nice. They have Tyrant from hand, or are they playing Recall Forgotten Aeons? They have Tyrant from hand. Well, that's unfortunate. Let me count my think cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So 17, 18 if I sack these guys. So I'll have 18, so 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so if I do that, I sack my entire board. Do they have lethal if I do that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 9. Okay, they definitely have lethal if they do that, so I can't do that. Okay, as long as Field Tender survives, I'm fine, right? Because I just get to play some extra stuff later on. So I just need to get enough mana to Twisted Masterwork for Tyrant Tributes so that I can turn a game on them. All right, let me think. Alexa is definitely going to die, so there's no point keeping her around. So how much do I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I can sack one land and now have field tender plus whatever comes down later to. There's no way for me to survive the attack and also have enough things to masterwork unless I keep Alexa around, but Alexa just gets attacked down. Can I use that to my advantage? No, not really. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Would playing Mysterious Character untapped change anything? Probably not. So like a sacking Wayfarer Shrine lets me save lands basically, right? Because it makes one more thing. But okay, so no matter what happens, I think I definitely sack here, or I definitely fetch here. So what does that get me though? It's me two more things. So now it's x equals 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8 from the yard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have to sack Alexa, so that thing doesn't eat up an attack. But I mean, I'm not gonna eat it. It's not eating up an attack anyways. If I played Mysterious Character untapped, I would have had one more thing, which might have actually saved me. Actually, right? No, it gets me an odd number, which is not what I want. So start counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then so what are my outs at this point? I don't think there's an out because I need to twist Masterwork for Tyrant Tributes, right? Because that's the only Tyrant Tributes is coming in too, so like that thing kills me in one swing if I take this turn. Yeah, it's definitely really annoying that I probably shouldn't have taken so much damage earlier. The island is definitely coming out. Anyway, the fetch lands are kind of not great. Well, I should save life, so like like that. I have enough forest. I can afford to sack a forest like that, and then I don't have any outs though. I think no matter what happens, this is a losing proposition. They just have too many things on board. So like if I twist Masterwork for Druvadia and Field Tender, would I have enough? No, I wouldn't have enough mana to do both. That wouldn't have saved me either. Like I have to sack like this because I don't actually have a better option. And like they swing in, I go down to a very low amount. Wait, I threw the game. Okay, so I could have top decked a land if I sacked Field Tender. Okay. Yeah, I threw the game. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like, okay. Well, hopefully I don't top deck a land, so I don't feel bad about it. Actually, I would have been dead to top decking a fetch land wouldn't have helped. So maybe this, or no, I threw a 100%. Yeah, this doesn't help. All right. Would I have been able to survive an earlier Tyrant? Actually, yeah. Like if they actually played Tyrant that turn instead of playing Big Slug, I would have been able to play Field Tender, and then I had Alexa still in play, right? I'm gonna keep Alexa in play, so I sack the few things. And then so I Masterwork out Field Tender, I play out some stuff, play out some lands from Alexa, and then I'm gonna ramp my way towards Twisted Masterwork. Like they can Big Slug me, but basically it makes the Tyrant turn way less devastating to me. I'll they just kill me in 2 turns with Tyrant, so maybe it wouldn't have mattered, and I lose anyways. But yeah, somehow the misplays actually served them better. Anyways, that means Dravos is the ramp deck that's gonna possibly top cut, and I'm out of contention already. Oh well, there's always next GP.